Bonjour, it's Théo. Today we are just near Châtelet to try a beautiful restaurant that is also doing a brunch, their own bakeries and breads. It's gonna be crazy. It's called Gast. I already tried it like a month ago on Instagram. You're gonna also meet a new friend of mine. She's amazing, you're gonna see. You can see Gast Baker's House and they do brunch, lunch, dinner. It's open all the day. Bonsoir. Ça va? Ça va et vous? I'm taking a seat with Mathilde. You can say hello, you can say
hello.
as you want.
Hello.
So Gast, the concept is that they are open all day long. They do a brunch during the lunch. They are also a coffee shop where you can come to work or to just have a coffee. And for the dinner, they have a more gastronomic menu. And I already tried this one like a month ago. It was delicious. We're gonna try it together. And we are with Mathilde. Mathilde, you're working in press for the restaurant. Like you're working right now with Gast.
Exactly.
With Gast.
I'm having dinner with you, but I'm working too.
Yes, we always have work and dinner at the same time. And you're the other part of the influencer marketing because you're working for the press, for the restaurants to promote them and to help also the restaurant to be like to appear on TV, on the newspaper. So can you tell us more about your work? How long are you doing that?
I promote the restaurant, the Parisian restaurant, and other brands in the press, in media, social media, and it can be different kind of brand. Like me personally, I love to work in design and gastronomy. I'm very glad to work for Gast because it's a very good restaurant. And I work in an agency for years, and now I work for myself since 3 years. So
influencer life? No, in freelancer life.
Freelancer life.
Freelancer
I'm
life.
not an influencer
No,
yet.
not yet. And we know each other for like 2 years, maybe.
Yes.
2 years.
2 years.
And we love like just to have dinner in the restaurant you work with because it's always good restaurants.
Always
Yes.
good restaurant. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Oh,
So.
it's same for me. Always a pleasure. So for the menu at Gast, we have multiple main courses that are inspired by different French specialties. Like you have the croissant with ham and cheese, the black pudding croquettes, you can have some lamb, some fish, a wagyu filet, the asparagus pistachio, an ail des ours. I don't know the name in English for that. I'm gonna put the name in English right here. Because in French, if we just translate it, it's like garlic of the beers. So I'm not sure it's this one. I really like the vibe of the restaurant because it can still be casual during the day, and when it's a bit more cozy and darker with the night coming, it really gets like an elegant vibe. I think it's a perfect place. It can be for a date, it can be for a birthday, or just to come with your friends during the day. If you come to Paris, in the center of Paris, Gast is in a little street and you should come in this place. Fun fact about Gast, they are also dog friendly and pet friendly in general, so you can come all day and with your dogs. Another reason to come to Gast. I'm gonna try the kombucha for the first time. So I hear about kombucha all the time in Paris. So I'm gonna see what's the taste of that. Santé. It's good. It's really light. It's like a really light iced tea. I can't tell what is the taste, but it's good. So kombucha is good, but it's really for the vibe. Like guys, it doesn't have that much taste. It's okay, but it's like a sparkling iced tea. Really good thing about Gast, they make their own bread and pastries. And this bread is beautiful. It's time for the meal. We are starting with the roasted potatoes. We have like a little herb cream on the top. Maybe you have some dill. And this is the asparagus. It's the end of the season of the asparagus, so we need to take all the asparagus we can find in restaurants. And you have the pistachio in the sabayon, which is the cream made with egg. It looks really good. Can you taste like the pistachio with the asparagus?
It's very, very good.
The cream, the sabayon, as we say in French, which is like an emulsified egg cream. It's just so warm, so smooth. It's really, really good. Okay, I really want to try the roasted potatoes. Everything looks so good. Yeah. You really taste the dill, so it gives like this little fishiness because it's the herb that you usually eat with the fish. It's really nice. It's a really good start for Gast. Now we have the beef tartare with a beautiful egg yolk on top, which is always the best side for a tartare, to have the egg yolk that will melt on the beef. And this is the duck brochette. I'm gonna put the word for brochette in English right here. And it looks beautiful, roasted with olive oil, a lot of herbs, a little bit of chili. Even if they are serving us like two plates at each time, you can have everything on the table at once, because it's like a tapas place where you can share all the different dishes. So it's really a chill place where you can come with many people, many friends, and share a lot of different food. Okay, we just moved the table so we can have like another table right here. This is the influencer privilege. To have like a second table for all the dishes. And this is the croquette de boudin noir, the black pudding croquettes. Honestly, it looks beautiful. You can see the color of the breading with the little sauce on top. I just can't wait to try it. I think we're gonna start with the duck. I'm gonna dip the duck in this oil. Let's go. It's a bit like squishy, and the taste of the duck is just perfect. The duck is not too powerful, so even if you don't really like duck, it could be a good dish for you. And now it's time for this beautiful tartare. I want to open this egg yolk. So the tartare, it's raw beef meat, and usually you can have egg yolk, capers, some parsley, some red onions inside, and it's just beautiful. You can see it's gonna be crazy, guys. The tartare is always one of my favorite dish, so we're gonna try this one. The texture is perfect. The beef is not cut like too thinly. Sometimes the tartare looks a little bit like dog food, but this one, it's not the case. I really have this texture that you have to chew a little bit the beef. I like it. It's a tartare that even someone who don't really like capers or tartare usually can also really like. Let's try it. These beautiful black pudding croquettes. Ooh. It's so unusual to see like black pudding like that. We have a little bit of sauce on top. It looks really hot. I'm gonna be careful. This one is really good. You have this richness, the flavor of the black pudding. It's melting in your mouth inside. Honestly, all the dishes are really good, and it's also easy to eat. So even if you are not a big fan of black pudding or tartare or even duck, you will still love, because the flavors are just perfect. Gast is a really good place for any type of people. You could come with friends that are not really into gastronomic food, and they will love to try different dishes that they are not used to. And I want to try this bread because it looks beautiful. I never tried it, and I want to dip it in the oil right here. And this is the best part, when you dip the bread in the sauce or the oil or the juice. It's called saucer. Saucer son plat, to sauce your dish. And it's like a big tradition in France, so don't hesitate to take your hands to dip the bread in the sauce when you just finished a meal. And some people think that it's not sophisticated to do that, and that French people are always sophisticated. It's a cliche. We are not always sophisticated, and especially in food, we love also to eat with our hands and to take all the flavor out of a dish. Yeah, that's so good. Do it, Mathilde.
Me,
Dip the bread.
I dip.
The sauce is great. Like, it's a bit acidic, it's a bit sour. It's fresh.
Everything that we need.
You can taste a little bit like vinegar inside, and I'm sure that this sauce could be great with the tartare, because the tartare is really smooth. It's not too sour like with capers or red onions. So I'm sure that the mix could be great. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take a little bit of tartare. I'm gonna dip a little bit of the sauce, and I'm gonna like put the tartare on the bread. Sometimes you can have like a toast with the tartare. I'm making like food science right now. I don't know. It works. Something I really like about Gast is that it's a place where you can do everything. Like, you can do all the things that are important in your life. You can eat with friends for a professional lunch. You can come to work during the afternoon and put your laptop and have a coffee. You can go for breakfast at the beginning of the day and have homemade viennoiserie. They do everything, and they are not famous enough. Like, we are on a Thursday night. It's really calm. They deserve more fame. It's really a place where the food is delicious. The place is extremely beautiful. You can do whatever you want. You can come all day long. You need to come to Gast, guys. You need to come. It's time for the desserts. They make everything at home. So you can see like the logo Gast on top of the desserts. This one is with rhubarb inside. You have also an almond cake and a yogurt cream. And this one is with caramel. You can see the cake, the caramel in the middle.
Exceptional.
Oh,
Incredible.
you say the word. Incredible. Okay, I need to try this one first. Wow. It's surprising because you have different tastes that are coming at the same time. It's really light because the mousse on top is subtle. Then you have the creaminess of the caramel. It's not too sweet, it's not just pure sugar. It really has the taste of a milk caramel. That's crazy. That's really, really good. I can finish the whole cake without struggling. Let's see if the rhubarb cake will be even better. Let's go. The rhubarb is really subtle, it's not too sweet, but the yogurt cream gives a lot of taste. It's like lightly salty, but I prefer the caramel one because the caramel dessert was maybe one of the best dessert I tried recently. Like, it's really, really good. I know you're working also with Gast, but can you tell us like your opinion about what you ate today?
I'm gonna try to be objective, even if it wasn't my client. I would say that I really, really, really love everything that we ate. Like the dessert for me are like amazing, and I really loved the asparagus with the sabayon and the pistachios. I think the sabayon was very tasty. Sometimes we have the habit to have like not very tasty sabayon that can be a bit too creamy. This one was very light, so this is the one I prefer.
I'm gonna say the same about the sabayon and the asparagus because it was a really good starter or dish because you can eat all the dishes at the same time. My favorite thing was the dessert for the caramel cake because it was just so good. But every dish was worth the try. And if you come to Paris, you need to try Gast whenever the time you are coming. Like if you come for the breakfast, you can have a homemade viennoiserie or bread. If you come for lunch, you have a brunch. If you come in the afternoon, you can have a coffee. They make everything at home and it's just so good. And this place, this beautiful place, deserves more hype. So you need to try Gast if you come to Paris. You see, I talk good about the restaurant you're working with. But I'm not lying, it was really, really good.
Of course, I wouldn't invite you in a restaurant that is not good, so I'm very happy if you like it.
I'm out of Gast. It was a great restaurant. If you come to Paris, this restaurant needs to be more famous. If you want to explore Paris and discover the French way of life, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I post every single day, so see you tomorrow.